Hey, making impossible possible, Best Donahue here. I know it's been a while, but I did it. I ran the New York City Marathon, and it was such an incredible experience. So I guess I'll just give you a brief rundown of how it all went. I was up at 6 in the morning to get on a ferry to Staten Island at 8 a.m. and there was so much energy, so many great people, so excited to be doing it. I started running at 11 a.m. on the Verrazano Bridge, which had a beautiful view of New York City and Manhattan, but Brooklyn, and it was just gorgeous. The weather was perfect running weather. It wasn't too hot, not too cold. Everyone was really comfortable. I felt like I was running in Brooklyn forever because I literally was there for about 12 miles. And then I went into Queens, and from Queens to Manhattan, I had to go through this death tunnel that is the Queensboro Bridge where I could barely breathe. But I mean, then I got to Manhattan and there was so much energy. That's where I really started to see a lot of visitors. I did see my cousin in Brooklyn. Abby made me this awesome sign, and then I ran into my friend Christina and my parents in Manhattan. And then I went into the Bronx, and then for a very short bit, and then came back into Manhattan and ran into my former coworker Erica, and then I finished in Central Park. And I think this was a much more daunting course than the Chicago Marathon. There were some definite hills, and even all the bridges, just getting up the bridges was really intense, but I loved every minute of it. There was such great energy. I was a little bit towards the back of the pack, but I noticed the back of the pack was all the charity runners, so it kind of felt good because we were also running and doing something for, various organizations. So, my time wasn't that great, but I mean, I really wasn't running for a time. There were a couple things that were hindering me going into this marathon, specifically my knee, and this marathon wasn't really about reaching a time. It was about finishing it and raising awareness for Parkinson's. And so if you'd like to see my time, you can go online and find it, but I will say, as I learned from my Fox dinner, it's totally okay to say that I had the time on my life, which I totally did. And on top of that, the work that was done for Parkinson's on behalf of this experience is amazing. Because of all of you, I had 80 individual donors for my campaign for Parkinson's research. 80 different people donated to this marathon, which is so touching to know that there were 80 people out there willing to support me and my family during this endeavor. And so thank you so much for that. And among those 80 donors, we raised $7,552.40. And I'm just so thankful for that. And I was so worried about making 5,000, and to know I went 2,500 over is an incredible honor. And then just to put it in perspective, in addition to me, there were 130 other runners who ran with Team Vox, and altogether we have raised $1.3 million for Parkinson's research, just the New York City Marathon team, which is a record. So thank you for being a part of history for this organization and allowing me to have gone on this great adventure with them. So really, that's it. I can honestly say I will not be ever running another marathon, but I am so glad I did this marathon, and I think I needed to for numerous reasons, emotionally, physically, and it was such a joy. It was a painful and emotional joy when I crossed the finish line and got this medal. And I thank you so much for all of your encouragement and support. I could not have done it without you. And I hope now I can in turn return the favor to you as you pursue anything you would like to in the future, as you start to make the impossible possible. So thank you for your time, and have a good night. And thanks again for helping me make the impossible possible. Bye.